Hello everyone, good morning student. Dear students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is what fractions and decimals, and we take and solve some important concept related to fractions and decimals and solve your NCERT exercise questions. Okay, now dear student, today's class we are going to discuss a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is what comparing quantities. Okay, dear student, in that chapter there are so many topics involved in that chapter. Like dear student, in that chapter some question based on ratios. Okay, ratio. Some question based on percentage, some question based on percentage here, and some question based on what difference buying and selling, buying or selling of an object. Some question based on simple interest, okay. So dear student, this is one of the most important chapter of your NCERT exercise. So in that chapter there are so many topics including that chapter, like ratios, percentage, buying, question based on the buying and selling of an object, and also simple interest. Okay dear students. Now dear students, so dear friends, in today class we take and discuss one by one all the topics, and we take and solve some important question based on each and every topics. Okay, let's see. Now dear student, first of all we discuss and solve the question based on the ratios. Dear student, in order to going to discuss the concept or question based on the ratio, first of all we just discuss some concept related to that. Dear student, we always find the ratio of similar quantities, not a different quantities. Suppose that if we don't find the ratio of the meter to the days, we don't find the ratio of the kilogram to the meter, because of all represent the different quantities. Dear student, we compare between only the similar quantities. So we always find a ratio of similar quantities. Before that topics questions, we discuss some important relationship between units of some physical quantities. Okay, suppose that you know that there's a meter, kilometer, centimeter represent the same quantities as distance. Similarly, kilogram, gram, milligram, that units represent the same quantities as weight or gram, mass of an object, and different days, hours, minutes, seconds all represent the same quantities as time. Okay, so dear student, we always compare between the similar quantities, always similar values. Okay, now first of all we discuss some important basic relationship between units of physical quantities. Then after we take and solve some questions of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Okay, so let's see. First of all we discuss some units of meters, distance. How many meters in 1 kilometer? First of all you know that in 1 kilometer there is 1000 meter. Okay, 1000 meter in 1 kilometer. Okay, now how many grams in 1 kilogram? So you know that in 1 kilogram there is 1000 gram. Okay, there are 1000 grams. Similarly, in one day, how many hours in one day? In one day there are 24 hours. Okay, and in 1 rupees, how many paise in 1 rupees? So therefore you know that there are 100 paise. There is 100 paise in 1 rupee. So therefore this is the basic concept relationship between the units of the same physical quantity. That kilometer, meter represent the similar quantities as distance. Kilogram, gram represent the similar quantities as mass or weight of an object, and day and hours represent the same unit as what? This time, and similarly, and rupees and paise represent the both represent same quantity as money. Now, one important thing is that in how many minutes in 1 hour? You know that in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, and in 1 minute there is There are how many seconds? This is 60 seconds. And in 1 hour, how many seconds in 1 hour? Dear students, 60 into 60, that is 3600 seconds. So this is also a very important relationship between the units of time. Okay, there are 3600 seconds in 1 hour, 60 seconds in 1 minute. You know that very well, and 60 minutes in 1 hour. So in that topic, please first of all you learn and remember all that important concept. Okay, now listen, we take and solve some important question of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Let's see. Now, your question is find the ratio. The question is find the ratio of, first point is what, 20 kg to 500 gram. Second one is what? Second one is, dear students, rupees 8 to 60 paise. Okay. Third one is what? 15 days to 25 hours. Sorry, 20 hours. Okay. Third one is what? Fourth one is what? 35 kilometer to 55 meter. Okay. Now look, this is the question here. Here what we find? This is the question based on the ratios. So here we find the ratio of 20 kilogram to 500 gram. Because of why we compare between them? Because of they represent the same physical quantity. Similarly, rupees 8 to find the 60 paise, both represent the same physical quantity, same quantity. And for 15 days to 20 hours, that also represent the same quantity. Similar, and 35 kilometer to 55 meter, that also represent the same quantity. Okay, now let's see. Now we take and solve the first part of this question, which is what? Let's see. Now we take first part of this question. Okay, and which is what? We find the ratio of 20 kilogram to 500 gram. Dear students, first of all we come now required ratio is what? Let's see, this is 20 kilogram to 500 gram. Now this is 20 into how many gram in 1 kilogram, dear student? There are 1000 grams. So here we write as 1 kilo. First of all we convert into the same unit, so 20 how many gram? Just I discussed about that. In 1 kilogram there are 1000 grams. So here we write 1000 gram upon, this is right as 500 gram. Now gram cancel each other, 20 cancel each other, so we get 20 into 10 upon 5. Now 5 for the 20 and 5 on the 5, so we get 10 for the 40 upon 1. Thus the required ratio is 40 is ratio 1. This is our required solution of the given question. Thus, in this way, the required ratio according to question is what? 40 ratio 1. Okay. Thus, dear student, in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that topic in this way. Similarly, we take and solve the second part of this question. Let's see. Second part is what? This is rupees 8 to 60 paise. Okay. Here required ratio is what? Let's see. Required ratio is what? Rupees 8 to the 60 paise. Just I discussed about that different. First of all, we convert rupees into the paise, and you know that how many paises in 1 rupee? There's 100 paise. So here we write as what? 8 into 100 paise upon 60 paise. Right as it is. Okay. Now paise cancel to each other. 0 0 cancel to each other. So we get what? 8 into 10 upon what? 8 into 10 upon 6. Now 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. This is 10 4s are 40 upon 3. Then the required ratio is 40 ratio 3. This is our required solution of the given question. Okay. So in this way, you find the ratios between the two similar quantities. Similarly, we take and solve the third part of this question. Let's see. Similarly, we take and solve the third part of this question, which is what? Here find the ratio of 15 days to 20 hours. Okay. Now, first of all, here which that value represents the similar quantities. So the required ratio is what? Let's see. Required ratio. The required ratio is what? 15 days upon to the 20 hours. First of all, we convert days into the hour, and you know that how many hours in one day? This is 20. There are 24 hours. So here we write as what? 15 into 24 hours upon 20 hours. Hours cancel to each other. So we get what? 15 into 24 upon what? 20. Now let's see. 4 5s are 20. 4 6s are 24. Okay. And 5 3s are 15. So we get what? 5 under 5. So 3 into 6 upon 1, that is 6 3s are 18 upon 1. Thus the required ratio will be what? 18 ratio 1. This is our required solution of the given question. Okay, student. So in this way you can solve that question. Similarly, we take and solve the next part of this question, which is what? Let's see. Now we take and solve the last part, which is fourth part of this question, which is what? We find the ratio of 35 kilometer to 55 meter. Now that is the required ratio. The required ratio is what? Look. Required ratio is 35 kilometer upon 55 meter. 55 what? Meter. Okay. 55 meter. Dear students, first of all we know that the relationship between kilometer and meter, and just I discussed about that how many meters in 1 kilometer. There are 1000 meters. So here first of all we convert kilometer into the meter. So we have what? We can write 35 into 1000 meter now, because of 1 kilometer is 1000 meter is equal to 55 meter, right as it is. Meter cancel to each other. So we get what? Look, 5 under 5, 5 under 5, 5 times are 35. So we get 7 into 1000 upon 11. So 1000 into 7, that is 7000 upon 11. Thus the required ratio will be what? 7000 ratio 11. So this is our required solution of the given question. Thus, dear students, in this way we clear the concept of ratios. Now, dear students, based on that topic, you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise. Okay. Now we are going to discuss the next topic of that chapter, which is percentage, and we take some question based on that. Let's see. Now we are going to discuss a very important topic or next topic of that chapter, which is what? Percentage. Dear friends, first of all we discuss what is the concept of percentage. Dear friends, percentage means per 100. What is the concept of that? Let's see. Dear friends, percentage means per 100. Okay, if we write 1%, it means that 1 upon 100. Okay, percentage means per 100. If we write here anywhere 1%, then we can write 5%, 1 upon 100. If we write 5%, then we can write 5 upon, and if we write 10%, it means that 10 upon 100. So this is the basic concept of percentage. Okay, and what is the concept of in percentage? Suppose if we find 10% of 100, 10% of 100, suppose that, what is the concept of in percentage? Suppose that we find that 10% of 100. Just the concept of is multiplication. So it means that we write as 10% is 10 by 100 into 100. This is 100 and cancel each other, so we get 10. So in this way we can say that 10% of 100 is what? 10. Okay, so this is the concept of percentage. Now we take and solve some question of your NCERT slide based on percentage. Let's see. Now we take some questions based on your NCERT exercise. Okay. Find 20% of rupees 2500. Your question is find 20% of rupees 3000. Okay, so this is the question here. We find 20% of rupees this. Just I discuss about the concept of in percentage. The concept of is what means multiply. Okay, now let's see the solution. So we can now resolve in this way. Yes, 20% of this means what? 20% of rupees 3000 means, dear friends, 20 upon 100 into the concept of is into multiplication into 3000. So 20 cancel to each other, so we get as what? 20 into 30, 3 to the 6, and we write double zero. So this is in rupees. So this is our required solution of the given question. Thus, students in this way, the 20% of 300, the 20% of 300 is what? 600. Okay, this is the concept of this student, 20% of 300. So this is one of the most important topic of your syllabus. Now we take some other question of your NCERT exercise based on percentage. Let's see. And your next question is what, dear friends? Find the whole quantity. The question is find the whole quantity. Find the whole quantity if 10% of its is 800. Okay, this is the question here. Definitely we find what? We find the whole quantity if 10% of its is 800. Now let's see its solution. First of all, in that type of question, first of all you let us consider let x, the whole quantity be x. Okay, now First of all, we let x be the whole quantity, whole quantity. That is, according to statement, 10% of x means 10% of x is what? 800. The according to the given statement, the it meanings is that means first of all we take the whole quantity be x, then according to statement 10% of it is 800, so 10% of whole quantity means x is equal to 800. Now we simplify them. Let's see, the concept of is multiplication, just I discussed about that. So we write 10 upon 10%, 10 upon 100 into x is equal to 800. So we can write x is equal to 800 into 100 upon 10. So 1 0 1 0 cancel to each other, so we get what? X is equal to 80 into 100. So we get what? 100 at the 800 and we write 10. So the whole quantity will be what? 8000. The whole quantity will be what? 8000. So this is the concept of what? Percentage. Thus dear student, in this way you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Okay, now we take and discuss the next topic of that chapter, which is what? Question based on buying and selling of an object. And in that chapter, in that topic, there are two important concepts are there, is cost price and selling price, and there are so many important formula related to them. So let's see some questions and formula and concept related to cost and selling price. Dear student, in order to discuss the concept of buying, question based on the buying and selling of an object, so first we clear the concept of two important things related to that question. First is what? Selling price. Then second is what? Cost price. You know that at which price any object is to be buying, so it is called selling price. In which at which price any object is to be sold, that it is called the selling price. Now then there are two special conditions are there. If selling price of an object is always is greater than the cost price, then in that condition we get what? We get the profit. Thus the formula for profit, then the formula for profit is what? Selling price minus cost price. So in this way, if the selling price of an object is greater than comparison to its cost price, then in that condition we get what? We get always a profit, and their profit is what? Selling price minus cost price. Okay, now if cost price is greater than comparison to selling price, if cost price is greater than its selling price, in that condition what I get? In that condition, dear students, we get always loss. We always get loss. In that condition we always get profit. In this case, when the cost price is greater than the selling price, in that condition we get always what? Loss. So the concept of formula for loss is what? Loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Okay, now we discuss the formula for the profit percent and loss percent. This is the formula for profit percent. Profit percent is equal to what? Profit upon cost price into 100. The formula for loss percent is what? Loss upon selling price cost price into 100. Okay, so there are two important formula related to cost price and profit percent and loss percent. There is one of the most important thing is there ki profit percent or loss percent both are obtained at what? Cost price of an object. Okay, both are obtained at cost price. Now we discuss a very important formula related to selling price and cost price. Let's see, the formula is of the selling price is equal to the cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. So from there the formula for the cost price is what? This is selling price into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent. And second important formula related to selling price is what? Cost price into 100 minus loss percent upon 100. So from there the cost price will be what? Selling price into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Okay. So these are very important formula related to that chapter. The selling price is equal to that. If profit percent is given, then here we apply the 100 plus profit percent upon 100. When loss percent is given, then we apply the 100 minus loss percent by 100. And by transfer, we get the cost price and cost price in each the cases. Okay. Now we take one more question, one question based on that topic and solve it. Let's see. And the question is what? I buy a TV for rupees. Question: I buy a TV for rupees 10,000 and sell it a profit of sell it at a profit of at a profit of 20%. 20%. Okay. How much money do I get for it? Okay. How much money? How much money do I get? For it? Okay. This is the question here. Now let's see the solution. Dear student, first of all, in that question, what is the given value? Sir, dear student, here the buy TV for rupees means cost price is given here, no? Here, first of all, we write the given. Here given what is the cost price is given as what? Rupees 10,000. Okay. Now, next value which is given is what? And sell it. Dear student, that particular of that TV sell at a profit of 20%. Means in that question profit percent is given. Look, profit percent, that is in this also which is present given as what? 20%. This is the cost price for TV. Okay, cost price of the TV is what? 10,000 and the profit percent of that TV by selling it at a profit of 20%. Now how much money do I get for it? Now we find the selling price. We find the selling price of that object. Now selling price is fine. We find the selling price. Now what I do now here in that question, cost price is given, profit percent is given. So in that question we apply the formula for what? Selling price when cost percent and profit percent is given. Cost price and profit percent is given. Now we know that the formula for selling price is equal to what? Cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100. Now we put the value of selling each. So selling price equal to cost price is what? 10,000 into 100 plus profit percent is what? 20% upon we write as 100. So let's see solution. So 10,000 into 100 plus 20, that is 120 upon 100. Okay. Now we simplify them and we get our result. So let's see. 2 0 2 0 cancel to each other, dear friends. 2 0 2 0 cancel to each other. So what I get? We get as what? 100 into 120. So we write as 12,000 rupees. 12,000. So the selling form price for that TV is what? 12,000. This is our required solution of the given question. Thus, dear students, in this way today's class we discuss some important concept, all the important topic related to the chapter comparing quantities. Means we discuss about the ratio, we discuss about the percentage, we discuss about the profit question based on the profit and loss. Now in next topic is the question based on interest we discuss in next class. Now first you revise all the questions of your NCERT exercise and solve it. Okay dear students, thank you all.